Yeah, thanks for being here. We had an off weekend this weekend, and it was much needed. We've been running the gauntlet of some really high-ranked teams and some high ranked individuals. So it was nice to get a weekend off, give our guys a little bit of break. But it was also great to we trained them pretty hard this week. Training days are getting few and far between when you hit this Big Ten season, and with our travel. So excited for this road trip. We have two Big Ten matches on the road this week, and then we're home for the rest of the season, which is very very advantageous. So very excited for this road trip. Get the guys out there and get back on the mat to compete again.
Questions for Coach Bono?
What can you say about the senior leadership on the team, especially coming off of a loss like Ohio State?
It's been great. We've got a bunch of guys in there. We have two sixth-year guys, a fifth-year guy, and we have five freshmen in our lineup. So it's a real mix of really really young guys and really really old guys. So it's been great. Really, there's not a lot of vocal leadership in there, but when guys are showing up on their off days and guys are getting work in there and doing things on their own, it shows. Those fifth-year guys, those sixth-year guys know this is it. And the leadership they're showing by getting on the mat and doing things when they're not supposed to do. And then when you're looking at them in the practices and how hard they're working, it's been amazing. I'm really proud of this group right now. We lost to Ohio State last week, and they bounced back. They're ready to go. They're in great spirits. And, again, really looking forward to getting on the road. Our guys like being on the road, and two tough challenges this weekend.
Brian?
Chris, you knew that Big Ten was pretty tough when you came here. Now that you've been here, did you realize it was this difficult each and every time you're out there?
Well, I tell you what, there's been a lot of talk back in the day. We used to have a national dual meet tournament where all the top 20 teams or top 16 teams would get together on a weekend and wrestle to see who was the best in the country. And I could never understand why the Big Ten coaches were against it, a lot of them. Now I get it, right? If we had a a tournament like that again, it'd be the top, every match would be against a top Big Ten team. After we see them, once during the year, you see them once at a tournament, you see them at a Big Ten, you see them 5 or 6 times. So, no, I didn't realize it was this tough, but also give credit to some of the other schools that have really stepped up and have gotten their programs better. Not only, it used to be really, really top-heavy. Now there's a great balance in the Big Ten where, you look at how many teams are ranked just in the top 10 in the country. Most of them are Big Ten schools. So it's what we signed up for. It's great. Every weekend means something, and that's very, very important to our guys to keep them motivated. As well as these kids come to the Big Ten Conference to win national titles. The recruits want to be in this conference.
Coach, where does Indiana rank in the terms of an away atmosphere? Does it kind of fall in line with Iowa and some of those other Big Ten schools?
Indiana just hired a new coach a couple years ago. They're climbing the ranks. They've got a couple of real good young guys. I watched them the other night on the Big Ten Network on a Monday night against Purdue. Obviously, it was a rival, but they had a great crowd. They're fired up. They believe in their young coach, and he's doing a great job. So it's not up there with Iowa. There's not many programs that have that kind of environment, but we're expecting a hostile environment. It's on the road. Enemy territory. We've got to be at our best and compete at our best if we want to have a chance of beating them.
Brian?
With how difficult the Big Ten is it difficult to manage your young men? You're talking about motivated to go out there each and every day, but that's got to be a grind going out there each and every day. The guys are wrestling each weekend.
Yeah, it's a grind. Don't get me wrong, but it's that's the kids that you want in your program that look forward to that grind every single weekend. And then again, this grind. And I remember I've sat in here plenty of times listening to Coach Sheffield talk about the Big Ten volleyball grind. It's what is going to get our guys prepared for the 3 days in March that really, really matter. We're going to be wrestling against these guys to win a national championship. You're going to have to beat three, maybe 4 guys in the Big Ten Conference to win an individual national championship. So for us to experience them once, twice during the year, realize it is, and keep doing it week in and week out, our guys are going to be prepared for the national tournament like no other conference.
Brian, no one more?
Is there somebody on your squad right now that's kind of making that move on a positive trend?
Well, there's a couple of them. Well, really, I can tell you there's a bunch of them. Right now, I see Tristan Moran right now. He lost to the number 1 kid in the country this weekend, but he is every day he's getting better. I see a better Seth Gross. We're able to train him a little better. I see a better Evan Wick. Evan Wick is more motivated than I've ever seen him. I see a better Trent Hilger. Eric Barnett is a young kid who's looking at these guys and seeing what they're doing. I expect a lot from Eric. We're on him hard. He's a true freshman, but he's getting better every single match, day in and day out. So, up and down the lineup, the guys are getting better, and the stakes are getting higher week in and week out. And I think our guys are responding really well. I'm excited to see them compete this weekend, to see where we are again. Every weekend is an evaluation, and then I'm excited to get back home for our last 4 dual meets and pack that arena again.
One more.
There's 20 bouts this weekend. Is there one that sticks out to you as a coach and that fans should have circled that they need to tune into?
I'm excited for Eric Barnett. He's got the 6th ranked wrestler in the country from Purdue, and then he's got the kid from Indiana who beat the Purdue kid, and then went on the road and beat the Rutgers kid who was ranked 12th in the country. He's also beaten a Northwestern kid who was ranked 5th in the country, I believe. And this is their backup. Their starter is hurt now, the lineup. So this is a big, big weekend for Eric Barnett. I'm excited for both of his matches. It's a chance to either, as we say, put up or shut up. He's got a weekend to make a statement in the country to prove that he's here to stay. So excited for what he can do as a true freshman.